the same girl, the same girl, the same girl. Man, I can't believe that we've been messing with the same girl, the same girl, the same girl.
Hi, Bo. I'm Winnie, and I need your advice on coming out to my mother as bisexual. Me and my mother are extremely close, and we tell each other everything, but there's one thing she doesn't know. I'm bisexual. I have been trying to figure out the perfect time to tell her, but I get sick to my stomach worrying about how she'll react. She's not judgmental, not towards me anyways, and she's accepting of the LGBTQ community. Q? What's Q? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. What's Q? I'm sorry if I'm ignorant and don't know what Q is. What is Q? Questioning? Q. What is Q? Q. What is Q? LGBTQ? Like, I knew it was LGBT, I just didn't know what's the Q. I'm so confused. Anyway, somebody let me know in the comment section below. Just tell me what the Q is, and make sure you read the comments and see if somebody else already told me, because I don't want a whole bunch of comments just saying exactly what the Q means, okay? I'm just not sure she'll be as accepting when she finds out that her baby girl and only child is bisexual. I'm almost grown, by the way. Please help, Winnie. Just tell her. Like you said, you're almost grown. What are you going to do? Hide it for the rest of your life? You might as well come out and say it. Like, there's no point to be, you know, in the closet about it. Just open up. Tell her. You guys are close. I think she'll understand. She probably does know, and she's just waiting for you to tell her, because most parents do know. If she's accepting of it, then I don't think you have anything to worry about, even though you are her only daughter, and like you're afraid that she might feel some type of way about it, even though she'll still love you and embrace you regardless. I think that it's okay. Like, you got the green light, girl. Just tell her. There's nothing really to advise you on. You know you're bi. She probably knows you're bi, but she's waiting to tell you. She probably thinks you're a lesbian. She probably don't even think you're bi. So write her a letter if it's really like something you can't like legit speak and just say. Write her a letter and tell her, like, I don't really know how to tell you this, but, and not because I don't feel like you would understand me. I don't know how you are going to react to something like this, so I have to write you this letter, Mom, because you need to know that your daughter is bi, and let's just leave it at that. Just leave it at that, okay? Ooh, another boy. It's pretty. I'm loving this. I'm getting more boy subscribers. Hey, y'all. Okay. He wants to be anonymous, okay? He said, I'm a guy in high school, and I've been best friends with 2 other guys since we were young. But I've noticed for a while that they are 10 times closer to each other than me. They constantly hang out without me and tell each other everything. We all share a lot, but I know they have secrets. They used to really hurt me, but I realize now that we're only meant to be friends in school. Plus, they're the only options I have, so I need them in a way. Oh. We've had a history of love triangles in the past with one girl. This is so cute. With one girl in particular, and now one of the guys have been in an on and off relationship with this girl for a while. And the other friend recently got in a relationship that we all can tell will never last. You are shady. I'm done. They constantly talk about their girlfriends and sort of brag, but that's how we've always joked, so I'm cool with it. I can just ignore it. They've been trying to get me in my relationship for a while since they're in one. Blah, blah, blah. But the gag is, the love triangle girl told me her BF gets very intimidated and mad when I talk to her. Oh, this is the tea, honey. Yes. Which does not make any sense since she's been a part of our tight friend group for a while. So, could you give me some advice on how and if I should confront them about 1, excluding me out of things, 2, the love triangle problems, such fuckery. What should I do? Much love from the ATL. Okay, so Mr. Atlanta, when it comes to excluding you out of things, just approach them in a joking manner and be like, y'all some punk ass niggas. Y'all some punk ass niggas. I'm tired of you guys not inviting me places. You guys are always going out. Like, just tell them how you feel. They're probably gonna clown you for it, but at the end of the day, they'll realize that they're actually like hurting your feelings by excluding you, because your only other option is to find somebody else, one person, not two, one person to hang out with outside of them and build a relationship or friendship with them. I think it's cute that they're trying to make it an effort to find you a girlfriend so all three of you guys can have girlfriends, but at the same time, it's really not their place to do that. Like, you'll get a girlfriend when you're good and ready, and I think that they should leave your ass alone for that. Like, that's so unnecessary, but friends are like that, so I get it. Like, friends will do that. Friends will try to help you find a friends will help you to find a girlfriend and a boyfriend, if you're whatever. If you're a girl or if you're gay, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what friends do. Friends try to play matchmaker. That's what friends are for, as annoying as it is. Yeah, if you are really feeling some type of way about their relationship outside of your relationship with them, always remember that 3 is most definitely a crowd. And I can attest to this because every time me and Paris try to bring somebody into our little thing, it never works out. Nobody can hang with me and Paris, like literally nobody. We've brought so many people in to like try to like, you know, give us like a 3, like try to be 3, but like 3's a crowd, and so it's just better when it's the 2 of us and like we vibe. Anytime we bring in somebody else, it's just either drama or like the person is just whack or boring. Like, it never ever ever works out. And so yeah, and that's been happening for years. So 3's a crowd, and yeah, it's better to just hang out with one person. Even when I was in high school, I would just hang out with one person at any given time because I just don't like groups, because there is always going to be that room for exclusion. And if you're not vocal about that, then there's nothing you can really do. When it comes to the love triangle thing, the girl is in the wrong for telling you anything. If she was loyal to her boyfriend, she would never ever go and tell the man that her boyfriend's sort of jealous of, despite the fact that you guys are friends. She would never ever tell that person, which is you in this case, that her man's jealous of you and is feeling insecure when you talk to her. To me, I feel like she's like sketchy that way, and like maybe she likes you a little bit, and for her to be telling you that is really messy, and I don't agree with that at all. There's nothing you can do about that. She already told you. It's like, it's kind of like, what do you want me to do with this information? Like, you've told me this, now what do you want me to do with this information? That's kind of what you should be asking her. Bitch, you told me this, what the fuck do you want me to do with this information? There's nothing I can do with this unless, like, no. And even if they were to break up and she started to pursue you, I wouldn't agree with that at all. Because that's crazy. If you know the show Suits, that's kind of like what happened with the best friend. Mike's best friend, Trevor, was dating this girl, and I always felt like the girl liked Mike, but she didn't make a move on him until her and Trevor broke up. But I just felt like she always wanted to be with Mike from jump, and she like how she would talk to him, how she talks to him in the show, I'm just like, oh hell no. And now her and Mike are fucking. So to me that's messy. I think that even though Mike and Trevor fell out, he shouldn't be talking to Sarah, what her name is? I think her name's Sarah. I don't think he should be talking to her, and it's just the bro code. Like, you don't do that to your homie, even if you guys are no longer friends. But yeah, I don't think she should have said anything to you regarding that. That's not right. Like, that's crazy. Who would do that? I would never go, if I had a guy friend that Shooter was jealous of, I would never go and tell that guy friend, yeah, my boyfriend's jealous of you, like, he doesn't like when we talk. Why would I ever say that? That makes my boyfriend look whack. Like, never. You don't do that. Like, you're supposed to keep pillow talk as pillow talk. You're not supposed to go and divulge that information anywhere. So with that situation, just leave it alone. Don't talk to the girl. Like, just distance yourself from that situation, because you don't want those types of problems. Like, boy drama, girl drama is too much. Like, boy girl drama, way too much. You don't need that in your life. You don't have a relationship of your own. If you want any type of boy drama, or sorry, girl drama, then you get into a relationship of your own and you have the drama over there, because here is not where you want to do it. And oh, that's it. That's all you wanted to know. So I hope I answered your question. Okay, this one's so freaking long. I can't read that one today. I'm so sorry. Hey Bo, I love your videos. It's funny because I stumbled upon your videos while on a mini vacation and spent the time binge watching your videos. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Okay, anyway, I would like to stay anon. I'm a female, by the way. I used to have this family friend. She worked with my mom. That's how they met. She became so close to me and my mom, and I used to spend a lot of time at her house. She always told me stories about my mom talking bad about me at work. What? What kind of friend is that? Okay, anyway. Not that I'm a bad person at all, but she always had stuff to say about me. Anyways, not the point. To get to the point, I was raped by my cousin while I went on vacation to visit my dad this past August. So August 2016. It was so hard for me to get out of that depression. I was so miserable. Of course, I told my mom. Even she agreed that my dad shouldn't know what happened because my dad would most likely have killed my cousin. Anyways, she told me to never tell anyone, specifically boys, about my experiences, especially a story so personal, like being raped. She says people will always turn against me or use my story against me in one way or another. My question to you is, if I find someone that I have been talking to and getting to know, if I'm in a relationship with the person and I know this person is trustworthy, like if I know he's going to be a part of my life for a very long time, maybe even forever, should they have the right to know, or should I just keep it to myself and never let my boyfriend know about the time I got raped? Okay, and when she said, and she told me I should never tell anyone specifically about my experiences, specifically boys, about my experiences, she was talking about her mom's friend. I agree with her to an extent. I agree with the fact that a lot of the times when it comes to being raped and molested, a lot of the times people, sick people, will use it against you. They will use it to hurt you. They will blame you. And it's really disgusting, but it's reality. It happens, and it's a very scary thing. And I just feel like I agree with her to that extent where, yes, people will do that. However, if you're in a relationship with somebody, I feel like that is an important thing to tell them, simply because there may be things that they can say or do that may be innocent, and it can trigger you or trigger a memory in you, or, you know, and make you uncomfortable, especially when it comes to having sex after the fact. So it's important that the person that you're with knows your situation and knows what makes you uncomfortable, what makes you tick. Because if they don't, they may, you know, do something that makes you uncomfortable. Some people, and I don't know, I ain't never met a nigga that likes this, but some people do like to pretend rape, play rape as role play in the bedroom, which is absolutely disgusting. And you could end up with somebody that's one of their fetishes, which is weird fetish, but like, it's real. That is a real thing. And I feel like if you were to end up with somebody like that and you let them know that you've been raped before, they may not do that with you or may not try to do that with you. It's very unlikely that you would end up with somebody like that, but I'm just saying, like, it is a possibility. The other thing too is sometimes when you're in a relationship with somebody, they don't get the concept that no means no regardless, and so spousal rape is real. you can be raped by your husband, by your boyfriend. Like, if you are not in the mood and you tell your boyfriend no, and your pussy's not wet, and your boyfriend or your husband decides he's getting pussy tonight, like, can rape you, and you don't want to end up in that situation too. And it's really important that you do share and divulge those things with your significant other. You don't have to share it with every guy you meet. You don't have to do that. But when it comes to learning about somebody and building a relationship with them and building trust with them, that is something that you would share with them, simply because you want them to know who you are as a person and why you are the way you are and how you got to that place. It doesn't make sense to not speak about it and not tell whoever you're in love with that that's happened to you. Why would you keep something like that buried inside of you? The more you speak about it, the better you'll feel about it, and the more ease it will do to your soul, because somebody took something from you that you can't get back and that you can't forget. So in my personal opinion, when it comes to stuff like that, like being molested and stuff, I didn't tell Shooter right out the gate, but once we got to a place where I realized, like, you know, I'm gonna be with Shooter forever, whatever forever may be, I opened up about that stuff just to let him know, like, this is who I am, this is what I've been through, and thank you for, you know, understanding me and not questioning me. You know what I mean? Like, not making me feel bad about it, and, you know, just being like a real stand-up guy. And I think that's really important to have in a relationship. So kudos to my man, okay? Definitely tell your spouse, not your spouse, tell your significant other once you feel it's appropriate to. You don't have to tell them right out the gate. You don't have to be like, okay, like, you can wait till 3 years in to tell him, and then he'll be like, wow, how come you never told me this? And then you guys can have a whole conversation on why you never told him. And, you know, it can really help bond you to somebody. It can really help grow the relationship, because for all you know, when he was a kid, he could have been molested too, and he never told you, and now he can open up to you. It's really just something that you can share and should share. I don't agree with her when she says that you shouldn't ever tell anybody. You should definitely speak up about it. So I think that is all I have to say about that. I am opening my emails back, you guys. You guys can email me, but please, like, if your situation is something you know that I can't help you with, don't email me, because you're just wasting my time and you're wasting everybody else's time, because there's a lot of times I get emails and I'll read half of them and they don't get put into the video because I'm just like, this is such a waste of an email, a waste of my time. I'm pissed. And like, I'll start reading it, I'll get halfway through, and then I'll realize like it's either like made up or, you know, it's just not fair to other people that really do need genuine help. So if your situation is not dire, like, don't send me an email this week. If your situation is something that I've already addressed in a previous BOTALKS, it's very frustrating for me. And like, look at how spread out my BOTALKS are. I haven't done BOTALKS in over a month, so so sorry. But yeah, please, if you do really need help, send me an email. If you don't, then just, you know, just don't email me. And I think in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing like a themed BOTALKS. So if you have a particular problem or issue somewhere, then we can deal with it on BOTALKS. But that's not starting yet, so don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm talking too much. My email is botalks@gmail.com. Hit me up if you need to. I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.